Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your new shot, and this is a doozy, folks. I mean, you want to talk about just absolute craziness going on here in the United States, just when you think it couldn't get any worse. The Daily Mail saying why residents in some American states may soon need a passport for domestic air travel. That's right. Pretty soon, in some states, your license will not be good enough to use as an ID to board an airplane. You're going to need a passport. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is where America's going, because the terrorist threat is just so vast and so big that, never mind. It says they were previously allowed to use merely driver's license, but residents of some states will soon require additional IDs such as passports if they wish to embark on air travel, even if just domestically. That's right. The new procedure on the horizon for the people from states that have not yet introduced the standards required by the 2005 Real ID Act, which demands stricter regulations for state-issue IDs. The states that have yet fallen into line each now have a grace period of 3 months to meet the revised criteria. That deadline, my friends, 22 January 2018. After that, travelers from those states that miss the deadline will risk being detained at airport security and prevented from boarding flights if they don't have a passport or other TSA-approved form of identification, such as a green card or border crossing card, or perhaps even a military ID. Now this, of course, includes both international and domestic journeys. So as if it's not bad enough that the government considers the 100 miles within the border, so from the border to 100 miles in, they consider it a constitution-free zone where they can just go ahead and detain you at will ad nauseum. Now the airports, my friends, you can't go and you can't travel domestically, not within the United States, not state to state, not without a freaking passport. Are you serious? The only thing I can say is I hope and pray that the non-representing representatives don't fix this, because I truly think that this will be one of the straws that break the travelers' back. Because this, you want to talk about just complete this is asinine. Now, I got most business people will already have a passport, and they'll go, well, I guess I'll have to bring my passport to the airport. But you know what? Passports are expensive. And a lot of us people, us commoners, us peasants, we can't afford it. It's $200 at a minimum. And you've got to go deal with a bunch of, civil servants that really don't appreciate the fact that they have such a cush job and they get paid so much for it. And that's really what it's all about. So this Real ID Act, what does it do? It's more about control. It's about tracking you. It gives you a chip. Got to have a smart chippy in there that has, data in there that's sensitive to you. Then, of course, it's going to have facial recognition characteristics. Part of the Real ID Act deals with don't smile when you get your driver's license, by God. You'll get that facial recognition all screwed up. So there's certain things that they have to do when they take your picture. I mean, these are all things that have to be implemented, and if you don't, guess what? You better have a passport if you want to fly. Well, you know what? Guess what? This is kind of good for Amtrak. Hey, Amtrak, you're going to get a lot of business. Oh, by the way, hey, real deal too. You better be up to date on your taxes, or better not have any federal warrants or anything like that, because guess what? Yeah, they're going to get you. That's also part of the Real ID Act. Yeah. So, get straight there too, because, see, this is part of that control grid, that noose that's tightening. That's what we got going on here, folks. In America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. That's why we're in so many countries all over the world defending your freedom and democracy. Yes, that's right. Because that's why they do this, folks. That's why they control you so much, for your freedom. Does it not start to not make sense now? Because it shouldn't make any sense. Because you should be pissed off. Because you should say, why the hell are my state government forced to go down this road and spend how many millions, if not billions of dollars in this new thing and, this new technology that you don't need for what? I think more people die as a result of a bee sting than they do from terrorists. And by the way, don't forget, if you haven't filed your taxes in years, or perhaps you just haven't paid them or anything else, guess what? Yeah, you might not want to go to the airport. That's all I'm going to say. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website and get a real ID from thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day, everybody.